It's a basic pivot, but there's a lot of power to it. So we had kind of spoken a couple times. It allows you to see what you believe a work role within an organization or a work role that you want to develop learning for could look like. The key thing here is this tells you what the competencies may be, what the KSAs may be. Bill had already referenced that, you need to engage subject matter experts, because if you really want the power to this, you will have to establish your proficiencies and determine how many grades you're going to create profiles for and the nuances between those. But this is a great starting point for having that discussion with your subject matter experts. So I'll give you an example. So we'll just go in and we'll look at the different work roles. So all the work roles are represented in the tool. And for our example, we'll just say, company A, our cyber defense group is a mix of an analyst, they do some forensics work, and they also do incident response. So what we're thinking right now is, this work role that we're trying to create is a blend of these three based on, just our understanding of the nature of our work role. So we can click on OK. And what you'll notice what it does right now is it's showing us these are the competencies that are most related to those three work roles. And it tells you how many KSAs are in there. So at a glance, without even looking at the KSAs, you could say, oh, you know what? These are the competencies that we're going to focus on. Maybe we're going to look at vulnerability assessment, computer forensics, computer network defense, threat analysis. And you could say, you could pick the ones based on this list that most resonate with your needs in your company or your needs for the development of the learning that you want to go with. And if you want to go a level deeper, the nice thing is you can grab the KSAs and you can add them in. And now when I look at vulnerability assessment, it's telling me these first 4 KSAs are shared by all 3 of those work roles. These are shared by 2 of those work roles. So it's showing you in those work roles that you selected for vulnerability assessment, which is the competency, here are the KSAs that really resonate in those work roles. And you could go with the most effective, the most used KSAs, or you might see some other ones that you think resonate, like maybe you want them to have skill in using protocol analyzers or packet level analysis. But it shows you based on those work roles that you're interested in, the competencies and the KSAs that really resonate for those work roles. And this again allows you to be very modular and leverage the framework the way that you want it to be. It simplifies it so that you can see it under the lens of what you need. This is a really simple example. I know I had also spoken where the specialty areas kind of resonate as a job family in private industry. So another thing that you could do is, you could say, oh, I want to look at the framework, and I really think that we're focusing, on the cyber investigation side in our organization, as well as the cyber defense analyst. So our job family of cyber defense would be these 2 specialty areas. Again, I can select them. It automatically shows me, again, at the top, the top competencies that relate. And again, it will show you the KSAs that have the most impact in those specialty areas. So it allows you to, you can look at it at a higher level or the work role level. I really think the work role level resonates with more people because they can see themselves in the work roles easier. Mm-hmm. But like I said, specialty areas do sometimes resonate as a job family within private industry. So you can also use those to refine and see yourself in there. So it really, the gist of it is it really simplifies the framework to allow you to see what's interesting to you. And that is important. And when we were talking about, creating a learning plan, if you went to your learning team and you said, oh, we're going to develop vulnerabilities assessment, and you had the KSAs, that's almost like your talking points now for that learning team engagement. And then if your subject matter experts say, well, for vulnerability assessment for this role, we want pay grade 1 to be beginner, pay grade 2 to be intermediate, pay grade 3 to be intermediate. Now you're also layering on the proficiency expectation for the development of that competency and the subsequent KSAs. And again, it standardizes your conversation, and it makes it much more efficient to work with your learning team.